Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends. And welcome to this brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Hope Keys smokes. It's a brand new day. And I have been running around. I go every time I go to look at my clock, no matter what I've put down, I have put it down between me and the digital display. I looked over there to try and tell you the time. One thing that stands up, and it's right in front. It is 12:47. I have been running around all morning, and for someone with ADHD and all that, I've done a lot. Generally, if I can get one thing done in a day, I've done real well. Well, I had to this morning. I got out the door at before 9 o'clock, and I was on the phone to get the tracking number for the medication that was supposed to have been delivered to me, so I could get to the post office to talk to them about what happened. Because I called in my med before even the 1st of July. They filled it on the 4th and mailed it, and it was delivered on the 6th. But not to me. Somebody, not me, got it. And that, from the Veterans Administration point, they're done. They got the medication, they sent it out, the post office delivered it. Nothing they can do. So now it's up to the post office, because they gave my medication to someone, and we're trying to find out what. So right now they're hoping to call me later today, but it's like, yeah, they just gave it to somebody, and now it's 3 months, and again, it's been delivered, so the pharmacy can't do anything. So if it's gone, and I'm hosed. So thumbs up for that. But that was one of the things. It was a 3-mile walk there and a 3-mile walk back, approximately. So got a good walk in today, and oh, this side is just killing me. It's like a knife stabbed into my back below my shoulder blade. And it hurts on this side too. Sure, could be another pains, silent heart attack. But then I've had pains like this my whole life. Yay. But I also had to call up the gods above. I can in English, I promise you. I had to call my ISP so that I could make my payment on my internet service. I was expecting to pay a late fee because it's what, the 15th today? No, today was the very last day that I could have paid it, so oops. Just one payment left, my phone, which I would show you what my phone looks like, but I can't remember where I put it. I was just looking over there and I can't see it. It looks nasty. It's a flip phone, a clamshell type thing, but the rubberized coating on it is finally starting to degrade so much, because I carry it in my pocket, as people do with their phones, and it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So the rubberized coating, especially around there's the LCD window on the inside, where if you've got, a microscope, you can use the tools and all that. But God's above, trying to remember now what I was going on with that. But yes, but on the front there's a tiny little LCD thing where it'll tell you the time. Well, LED. And that, right around that, all of the rubberized stuff has been coming off. And on the other side, where either it rubs against my leg or it rubs against the hot denim of that's against the sun, that stuff has been bubbling and starting to come off. Only this year. It's been great for all the years I've had it. But now, with the heat, it's starting to come apart. Yay. Such is life, though. The only other thing, actually I got a couple of them here, but, well, sort of. I still need to go to with all the running around I've done, where I mentioned that if I get one thing done in a day, I'm usually doing good, and I've gotten like 5. Yeah, I'm not doing great. Because these are all things that it takes a lot of effort and a lot of anxiety to push through and do. But a lot of people with ADHD and such have difficulty getting things done. So if you can get one thing done in a day, if you can make a planned phone call in a day, oh my God, you feel like you've moved half the world. So when you do that, you take the win and you get that one thing done. And you don't worry about everything else. You recover from the effort. And it sounds sarcastic, but it's not. I have done this morning enough that would have normally been planned out over a week. And unfortunately, as I was telling the guy at the post office when I was talking about, hey, where's my, you guys got to figure this out, where's my med? I am mega scatterbrained because of the loss of the bupropion/Wellbutrin, which, number one, antidepressant, I'm going to talk about that, but the other thing is it helps with ADHD stuff, and I can feel it. I feel it hard. I am scatterbrained. I am 1,000 ping pong balls in a wind tunnel. It is hard to focus. So yeah, trying to talk about why I need the med, I'm busy trying to rein myself in from shooting off in 1,000 directions to just talk about the thing at hand. But at least I got that done. But I just wanted to talk about, this will be the final glazing of the Electric Callboy group from me. And yes, I know just the sticky connotations behind the use of the slang term glazing. But oh boy, I just got to talk more about that group. Because I've talked about how, their job is to be silly and they take that job seriously. But they're also a frickin' excellent group. But while I haven't heard them talk about it, other people who have done more reading up on them and know more about them have talked about how, yeah, they know how goofy the stuff that they do is. And so they lean into it hard, hoping that other people out there that watch this will also lean back into it just as hard, because they want you to have fun. They want you to enjoy it. So yeah, you can tell they're having a blast, because they are, and they want you to have a blast with them. So thumbs up for that. And yeah, it's weird, because like when Nico talks, just his normal talk, he's got an accent. But hokey smokes, when he's singing, not at all. But I don't know why and how that works. You'll hear people with a heavy, hard Scottish brogue, and they start to sing, and it's gone. I mean, you can tell roughly nationality and ethnicity depending, but on the whole, once you start to sing, that part's gone. Huh. At least in the part of the Western world music that I listen to. I gotta say that. But yeah, they are just excellent. So again, the final glazing session, yeah, I may mention them from now and again, but nothing heavy duty like I have been the past couple days. Because the last thing I want to say, I watched the reaction of this, so I got to see other people react to it and see it for real myself. Because they are German, so they do a lot of releases that aren't, international releases, because they sing in their natural language, German. There was one video, Hurricane. I used to be able to speak German. I was, when I was younger, able to think in German. I have no idea what they're singing. I don't remember enough German. But they're singing a song, and it sounds normal. They're on a boat. They're singing about stuff. They got a woman who's the captain of this crew, and then they're holding up a picture at one point while they're singing, and then you can see that they're in a field and not on a boat anymore, and then they lower the picture that has the captain on it, and it's a field with the captain, only she's dead and a zombie. And there's a whole crowd of undead zombies that then rush for the crew. Mind you, this song is like less than 2 minutes. And we're halfway through it, and all of a sudden this happy friendly song turns into the zombies rushing in, attacking the people playing the songs and singing. They don't try to run. In fact, they're still singing and trying to play their instruments as best they can as the zombies tear them apart and eat them. I mean literally, you see arms torn off with ragged chunks of bone out of the meat. And then when it's done, the zombies just get up and leave, leaving the half-eaten corpses of Electric Callboy spread out through the field. I love these two. I don't know who comes up with the ideas. I don't know who comes up with the songs. I know it's a lot more people than we know. Like when they do the boy band call out at the end of Every Time We Touch, you can see it's a pretty big crew. And it is. It's about anywhere from 6 to 15 people, which sounds like a lot, but that depends on the crew. Back in the 1980s, when I was a lot younger, there was a group called Split Ends from New Zealand. At one point, their group was like 30 some odd people was the band, and they showed them, and they all played instruments for it. So you can get a big band. And also, as a quick aside, I hear a lot of stuff that I don't know if they're deliberate or if they're accidental, just because there's a lot of history now. When I was in the Air Force, in 1982-83, I was on the panhandle of Florida, and I listened to a lot of music from groups and people like Aldo Nova. Aldo Nova has been producing and making music for all of these decades, even has a YouTube channel, and still makes and produces music. Some of Hypa Hypa reminds me so much of early 1980s Aldo Nova. So cool. Which, just as another quick aside, there's this other person that does voice analysis, and she, in 2023, was listening to the group ELO from the 70s and 80s and reacting to what they were doing. And in that song, they were doing things that had a sort of doo-wop thing, doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. While, you actually sing that as part of a chorus. But in the song, they were going doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-lang, stuff like that. And she talked about the doo-wop part. But I was thinking back to, hey, that's like the 1950s, when there's the one song from the girl group when they're going, oh, he's so fine, doo-lang, doo-lang, doo-lang. Yeah, it was doo-wop and call back to even further. I wish the knowledge that I had, the very, very small bits of knowledge that I had, were actually useful to people outside of my head. But even if some of it was, I have been a jack of all trades my life. Jack of all trades, master of none. I know a little bit about a lot, but I don't know a lot about a little. Yay. Still though, thumbs up. I have been running around. Got my ear. My nerve compression right now here is killing me. It isn't just sparking, it is sparking and on fire. So joy on that. And as stated, after this thing renders, which I largely do it just to cut it down in size so it doesn't take 5 days to upload, got to render it and then upload, and then I think while I'm uploading, I'm going to head down to the hospital and have them drain some of my red Cruvy. So it's got to be done. Hopefully I'm doing fine, but we're going to be doing things like checking my cholesterol and all, which before I even started cholesterol medication, I started taking garlic, and my system in the past, anyway, has reacted so strongly to garlic that I have had doctors ask me, are you taking anti-cholesterol meds? Because my cholesterol was so low. Well, I don't know if that's still true, but I've been taking cholesterol meds, herbs again, and now I've been taking an anti-cholesterol med, so I will find out just how it's going. Yay. So I got to get that done, and thumbs up. I keep forgetting to do this, but remember, I cannot deliberately create a habit. I was trying to thank my patrons at the beginning of every video, but I need constant reinforcement because I can't develop habits on purpose. I can fight every day doing that patron thing at the beginning for a full year and then see if that's a habit, and at the end of 1 year and 1 day, no, I will just, unless I force myself to do it, it's gone. I'll never do it again unless I push. And yet, I talked about this one a couple of years back, I was listening to a lot of people say the word poggers. Ironically, I said the word poggers when I was happy once. Ironically, I said the word poggers when I was happy a second time. The third and more times that I said it was unironic because it had become a habit. I did it twice, accidentally, and it became a habit that took almost 2 months of hard work to stop saying poggers. I can't make a habit, but I'll suffer from a habit. If you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up. Thank you so very much. Greatly appreciated. You are incredible, beautiful, awesome, and wonderful people. Thumbs up. Thank you. Without your help, it would be much, much, much more painful than it is. Greatly appreciated. If you have left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I read every comment, and because I don't watch television and such like that, I don't get a lot of references. And so I got a comment with a reference that, because I had nothing to connect it to, I did not know how to react. That is not anybody else's fault out there. That is my fault because I don't have the connections to make the reference point. If you ever make a comment where it's simple misunderstanding because of something like that, don't worry. It happens. But thank you all. And if you have watched this far, if you could write value yellow in the comments to let both me and the algorithm know that you have watched this far, that would be very cool. Thumbs up and thank you. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Sorry for the pause of so many seconds before jump scaring you. I'm ADHD, no medications. I feel it. It's like I've been shot through the head with a silly gun. And it's just, I cannot focus on anything to save my life. So, thumbs up. Thank you. Take care. Do your best. And if your best is not the best that anyone else would define it as, oh well, you did your best, and that's all that's important. Thumbs up.